In today's video, I am going to show you how you can create this graphic that you're seeing on your screen here in just a few minutes using nothing but your mobile phone and an app called Canva. So if you want to see the process, I hope you watch the video to the end. And if you're ready, let's get into it. Hi everybody and welcome back. So as promised, I am going to show you how you can create this cool sushi graphic for yourself in just a few minutes using nothing but your mobile phone and an app called Canva. So if you're a sushi lover or you have friends or family members that are sushi lovers and you'd like to give them a personalized gift but you're not sure how to go about creating that design, well, I'm going to show you how. And if, for example, you own a print-on-demand store and you're looking for ideas for your consumers who happen to like sushi, well, I'm going to show you what the end result would look like on some products. So if you're buying it for a personal reason to give as a gift to a friend or a loved one, or if you're looking to see what the product would look like on some end products for your consumer to buy from your print-on-demand store, well, I'm just going to give you a few ideas of what it would look like on some products. So this is just a simple classic t-shirt with a black background. So you will see what the graphic looks like on a black background for a t-shirt. This is a graphic t-shirt with a blue background. So you'll get an idea of what it would look like on a different background color with the same graphic. This is an iPhone case, a soft case using that same blue background. This is a picture in case you have a restaurant or you want to have that theme for your kitchen, for example. With sushi, then this is what it looks like in a framed picture. These are just some coasters if you're going along with your sushi themed kitchen. This is a floor pillow, same blue background, and this is just another example or different angle showing the quality of the picture, of the product rather. And this is just showing you the size of the floor pillow relative to a bed and some other things. This is a all over print tote bag. And this is a zipper pouch in case you're so inclined. And this is an apron, another angle of the apron. And this is the apron hanging up. This is a cotton all over print tote bag. And then we have a sweater with the same graphic design but on a black background. And finally we're going to end with this premium t-shirt here, what it looks like on a sort of a dark or charcoal gray background. And this is what it looks like if you're giving it as a gift to a friend or a loved one, or what the consumer would get if they purchase it from your print-on-demand store. So now with that out of the way, let's continue with the design. Alright, so in this slide, this is showing you what you'll need for today when you're designing this sushi themed graphic. So it's two design elements you're going to need. The first one is sushi and sushi sticks. The second one will just be sparkles. For the font info today, we're using Night Trimmer Regular. That's the little writing you see at the bottom of the design. And for the one off to the side, we're using Open Sans Extra Bold. And for the other info, we're using Google Translate or the equivalent translation software that you use when you need to translate something from one language to another. So with that out of the way, let's start with the design process. Alright, so this is your home screen that you would see when you first launch Canva for mobile. If you're familiar with Canva for mobile, then this should be very easy for you. If you recently got the app, however, and you're still feeling your way around, well, no worries. I'm going to hold your hand through this design process today and walk you through it step by step. But either way, I'm going to take you through it step by step. So the first thing we're going to do is, do you see that plus sign at the bottom of your screen to the right? Right above menu, we're going to tap on that. Then we're going to go into custom size. Now for me, I like to use big measurements because it means it gives me the flexibility to scale up or scale down based on what I'm designing it for. If I use smaller pixels or a smaller dimension, then if I were to enlarge it, some of the quality will be lost. So I'm going to leave it as 5400 today as the pixels for the width. And for the height, I'm going to use 4500 pixels. And as I mentioned in a lot of my previous videos, we're using pixels for the designs today. But Canva gives you the options for pixels, inches, millimeters, and centimeters. So we want to ensure that pixels is selected. And then once you have that in, then you just tap create new design. Alright, now that we have that up on your screen, the first thing we're going to look for is going to be the Elements tab, which is located at the bottom of your phone next to Templates and before Gallery. You're going to tap on that. And then we're going to type in the search bar, Sushi and Sushi Sticks. That's the first design elements that you're looking for, Sushi and Sushi Sticks. Once you have that typed in, then you tap on search. Now, this design element that I'm using today is a pro element, but not to worry, I'm going to leave a description down below in the description of the video so you can try Canva Pro free for 30 days. So you have access to all these features so you can knock yourself out. I really encourage you to try it because it opens up a whole world of other features and design elements that you won't be able to have access to if you're just using the basic feature for Canva. So we're using the sushi design today, which is the chopsticks with the sushi roll and the red background. It has Pro, so we're going to go to graphics and we're going to tap on that. Just as a point to note, you don't have to, but it makes it easier because you get to isolate only the graphics that you want, not pictures or anything else. So now that we have that on your screen, remember we're designing this for a dark background. So what we want to do is we want to tap anywhere on the outside of the graphic, and then we're going to the color down at the bottom there, and we have the option of selecting a dark background. Canva has these colors that are already preset, or you have the option of coming to the square that is multicolored with the plus sign in the middle, and you can play around with any of the design colors until you get something that you want. So for example, you can take the slider that is located at the bottom of the phone and slide it all the way until we get to blue. And then if you look closer, you'll see a circle located at the top left of the rectangle. You can take that and we can slide it around until we get the blue that we are looking for. And once we are satisfied with what we see, then we can leave it as is. Or alternatively, you can put in the hex code if you're familiar with it. So just as a side note, the hex code for today will be hashtag, or for us older folks like me, £. So that will be 2F4E70. Right, so that's 2F4A70. If you want to stick to this exact color, then that's your hex code. But I will encourage you to explore the various colors and design for yourself or for your market. I'm just giving you a basic guide, and you can springboard from there and let your creativity flow. Okay, so now that we have that out of the way, we're almost done with the graphic aspect of things. So what we want to do is just make it a little bigger by grabbing one of the corners and enlarging it until we are satisfied with what we see on the screen. And as I like to mention in my videos, Canva has these guidelines to let you know when your design is middle and center. So once you see those, I guess, magenta lines there and it's crossed, and you know it's perfect, then you can let it go. Now we're going to look for the sparkles. So we come to the plus sign located at the bottom of the screen, hit that, clear the last search, and just type in sparkle or yellow sparkle, anyone. There we go, sparkle. So in preparation for today's video, I already typed it out, so that's why you're seeing it coming up so quickly. Alright, then you come across to the graphics tab. I already see the style that I want to use, and it's this big white one there. And again, I'm just going to resize it. Now this is where I want to again encourage you to play. You don't have to use my colors, which is just white and gold, and you don't have to use the exact sizes. I would like to encourage you to let your creativity flow. Whatever you feel like doing, by all means, you knock yourself out. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just put a few of the sparkles in, then I will pause the video, and then I will come back with the sparkles already in place, because if I were to put all the sparkles in place, it will take too long. So I'll just do one or two and give you an idea of what it looks like, and then I will pause the video and come back with the end results of the sparkles, because the process will be the same. So now that we have that one sparkle in place, you can zoom in for more details. Maybe hit the design, make it a little smaller. Have that there. And Canva is giving you the option now to duplicate this design element. which is instead of going back to search for it by hitting the plus sign and then typing it in, if you're using this design elements again, then you just hit the plus or the replicate, which is located to the left of the garbage can. So you tap that and it automatically replicates it, and then you put it there and you resize it accordingly. And I'll do one more and I'll change the color. So again, Canva's gives me the option to duplicate that icon or that design element. So I tap that and then I bring it in. Wasn't there a song called Tap That? Yeah, alright, let me not stray. So now that I have that design element in place, it's already highlighted, so I come down to color, which is located to the right of the plus sign and next to effects. Tap that and then I'm going to go for gold. You just tap that or yellow. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video now and come back when the stars are in place so we can continue with the rest of the design video. Alright, now that I've put all of the star elements in place, or the sparkle elements in place, I'm just going to make things a little easier on myself by grouping all of the design elements together, and then we will get into the font aspect of the design today. So I'm just going to zoom in a little bit by pinching and zoom in. Then I'm going to tap any one of the sparkles, hit those 3 dots or the ellipses. Then I'm going to say, or tap rather, select multiple. I'm just going to go around selecting the various stars. 7, 8, 9. So now I have the 9 items selected. Then I'm going to say group. Right, so now that I have that grouped, what that allows me to do is to move everything around as though it is one design element. So this is a composite element consisting of other elements. So now that I have that in place, now I'm going to put in the font. So I'm going to come down to the plus sign and I'm going to scroll to the right until I see font, or text rather. Then I'm going to say add a subheading. Then I'm going to bring the subheading down, tap edit, and I think the theme for today was no sushi, no me. So make sure your caps are on and type in no sushi, S-U-S, no sushi, and then comma, and no me. Okay, so now that we have that in place, we come out of that, we zoom in a little bit, and then we just manipulate or fix the text in such a way that it's all in the same line. Now remember, for today we're using a style called Night Trimmer Regular. So, and the color is white. So the first thing we want to do with the text highlighted, we scroll across the color, and then we're going to choose just a light color. Now you could leave it like this in terms of the font style. It is entirely up to you. I just use Open Night Trimmer Regular, as the font, because it was a little different from a simple text. So you can come to font and type in Night Trimmer, and here it is. And you just come out, and that's it for this aspect of it. Now what I like to do is to also get rid of the extra space once I'm satisfied with the font. Just bear in mind that if you get rid of the extra space and you change the font, because each font style is different, some of your text may go to another line, but that's okay. You can just simply stretch it out. For example, like zooming in and grab one of the handlebars, for example, the one in the middle here. You just grab it and expand it or retract it accordingly. Okay, so now that we have this aspect out of the way, now here's where we have to jump over to your translation software. For me, for today, I'm using Google Translate. You can use whatever you want for the translation, and then we come back and we post it here. So I will show you what I do in the next slide for Google Translate and how we bring it over in the graphic for today. So I'll see you in Google Translate. Okay, so here we are in Google Translate. So for today's theme, it's a Japanese theme, hence the reason why we're in Google Translate today. It adds that different element or design dimension to your design. So for us today, it's no sushi, comma, no me. So if you love sushi and they don't want to have it there, well, no sushi, no me. So what we can do is just copy the translation over however you want. You can highlight it like that and say copy, or you can come over to the copy to clipboard if you have that option in your translation software. And that's it. Okay, I'll see you back in Canva. Alright, so welcome back. Now that we have the Japanese translation copied onto our clipboard, all we're going to do now is to add that to a text box here and then incorporate it with the rest of the design elements. So we come down to the plus sign located to the bottom left of your phone. You're going to scroll until we see text. Then you're going to select the biggest heading, add a heading. And then with what we have translated over from our translation app, in my case it was Google Translate. For you it could be whatever it is that you are accustomed and comfortable using. And then we say edit, and then we just paste what we translated into that text box. Now you can leave it like this, but for today's video it's off to the side. I'm letting you know you have a design choice. You can place it at the top there, or you can continue with the design going off to the side. So you want to zoom in a little bit, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So you grab the handle on the side, the right side, middle, and then you push everything across so it's all vertical. Once that's done, then you bring it across to the side. If you are not satisfied with the spacing, you can scroll to the right until you see spacing, and when you see line spacing, you can manipulate it like this, like that, until you are satisfied with the spacing between the design elements. And what I would encourage you to do is to put it in place like that, and then group only the Japanese word and the graphic. The no sushi, no me, you want to leave that in the center. What you want to do is, if you were to incorporate no sushi, no me into this graphic and try to center it, it's going to look off balance or off centered. So you don't want that. So you want, once you have the text highlighted there, you just hit on the three dots, say select multiple, then tap on the graphic that you just created with the sushi. Then you're going to scroll till you see group. Then you want to bring this to the middle, as if you incorporated the no sushi, no me, the graphic would have been off balance and it wouldn't have looked quite right. So now that you have that centered, now you can select no sushi, no me, hit the three dots, scroll till you see group, or select multiple rather, tap on that, then you say group, and that's it. So now you have the option to resize everything, small like that or big like this, to suit your design needs. Now when you're downloading this, you have to download this as a transparent background. So how you do that is you tap the arrow that's pointing up, that's located at the top right of your phone, then you say download, and you say transparent background. Now if you would see next to transparent background there's a crown, that means it's a pro feature. So I have the link for Canva Pro in the description down below, so you can try it free for 30 days. If however you have another third-party background software removing program, either web-based or app-based, then you can use that to try to remove the background and continue on your way with your design. And then you say download. And that's it. I hope you found value in today's video. Please feel free to like and subscribe and share the video around to those you think who might get value from it. And that way others will be able to see that they too can design stuff on their phone using nothing but their mobile phone and an app called Canva, and they can make some, I guess, passive income on the side if they have a print-on-demand store, or if you want to give a personalized gift to that special friend or loved one. Now you know how you can do that using Canva for mobile. So that's it for today. Thanks for your time, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.